The United States of America 1 cent 2011 D. Denver Mint, commonly called the Lincoln Penny, is a modern circulating copper-plated zinc coin that continues one of the longest-running and most historically significant coin series in the world. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of the birth of President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, and by 2011 the coin had fully adopted the Union Shield reverse design, which debuted in 2010 and symbolized Lincoln's preservation of the United States as one unified nation. On the obverse, the right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln is the classic design created by sculptor Victor David Brenner, showing Lincoln with strong facial detail and a dignified expression, surrounded by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust" at the top, "Liberty" to the left, and the date, 2011, to the right, with the D. Mint mark located just below the date, indicating the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary U.S. mint facilities. The motto "In God We Trust" has appeared on the cent since 1909 and reflects the nation's religious and cultural heritage, while liberty represents the foundational American ideal of freedom, and these inscriptions together connect the modern coin to over a century of American history. The reverse side of the 2011 D 1 cent coin features the Union Shield, designed by artist Lyndall Bass, which consists of a shield with 13 vertical stripes representing the original 13 colonies joined together under a solid horizontal bar symbolizing federal unity and strength, with the words, "United States of America," across the top of the shield, "E pluribus unum," out of many one, written across the horizontal bar, and 1 cent, prominently displayed below, reinforcing the coin's denomination and its symbolic message of unity. The 2011 D. Lincoln cent is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a composition used since 1982 to reduce production costs, giving the coin a bright copper appearance while keeping it lightweight, with a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, a weight of 2.5 grams, and a plain edge. In terms of mintage, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion 2011 D cents, making it a very common circulation coin, widely found in pocket change and bank rolls, which means it generally holds face value in circulated condition. Although collectors may seek examples in uncirculated or mint-state condition for album collections, date and mint mark sets, or roll collections, while most 2011 D cents are not rare, they are still important to numismatics because they represent the continuation of the Lincoln cent series in the modern era, showing how U.S. coinage balances tradition with updated symbolism. Higher-grade examples with full original luster, sharp strike, and no-contact marks may carry a small premium, especially when certified by grading services, and error coins such as off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, or plating errors can be significantly more valuable and are actively searched for by collectors. Historically, the 2011 D cent reflects a time when the U.S. Mint was producing massive quantities of cents for circulation despite debates about the cost of producing the penny, making it a tangible reminder of modern economic discussions as well as America's enduring respect for Lincoln's legacy. Overall, the 2011 D United States 1 cent coin stands as a symbol of national unity, continuity, and everyday American life, combining classic portraiture, powerful national mottos, and meaningful symbolism into a small but historically rich piece of currency that connects the present generation with more than a century of American coinage tradition. Next top. The United States of America 1 cent 2014, commonly known as the Lincoln Penny, is a modern circulating coin that continues one of the most important and longest-running series in American numismatic history, a series that began in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the birth of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose leadership during the Civil War preserved the Union and ended slavery. The 2014 Lincoln cent, when no mint mark is present, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which traditionally omits a mint mark on cents, while additional examples were also produced at the Denver and San Francisco mints for circulation and collector purposes, making the Philadelphia issue the most commonly encountered in everyday change. On the obverse front of the coin appears the iconic right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner, a design admired for its realism and dignity, showing Lincoln's thoughtful expression and strong facial features, surrounded by the inscriptions, "In God We Trust," along the top rim, "Liberty," to the left of Lincoln's profile, and the date, 2014, to the right, all of which reflect core American values, faith, freedom, and continuity, while also anchoring the coin firmly in its year of issue. The motto "In God We Trust" has appeared on the cent since its first year in 1909 and reflects the cultural and historical heritage of the United States, while liberty represents the foundational principle upon which the nation was built. The reverse, back, of the 2014 1-cent coin features the Union Shield design, introduced in 2010, created by artist Lyndall Bass, and chosen to symbolize Lincoln's legacy of preserving the United States as a single, united nation. With the shield displaying 13 vertical stripes representing the original 13 colonies bound together by a strong horizontal bar symbolizing federal unity and national strength, with United States of America inscribed. Across the top, "E pluribus unum," a Latin phrase meaning "out of many, one," placed across the horizontal bar of the shield, and 1 cent, boldly displayed at the bottom, clearly identifying the denomination. The 2014 Lincoln cent is composed of 97.5% zinc with a 2.5% copper plating, a composition adopted in 1982 to reduce costs while maintaining the traditional copper appearance familiar to Americans, giving the coin a weight of 2.5 grams, a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and a plain edge, making it lightweight yet durable for circulation. In terms of production, hundreds of millions of 2014 cents were minted, making this coin very common and widely available, especially in circulated condition, and as a result it generally holds face value unless found in exceptionally high mint state condition or with notable mint errors. However, collectors still value the 2014 1-cent coin as part of Dayton Mintmark sets, Lincoln cent albums, and modern U.S. coin collections, especially examples that show strong original luster, clean surfaces, and sharp details, while error coins such as off-center strikes, die cracks, double dies, or plating flaws can be worth significantly more than face value. Historically, the 2014 Lincoln cent represents a period in which debates about the cost and future of the penny were common, as production costs often exceeded the coin's face value. Yet the cent remained in circulation due to its cultural importance and long tradition. Overall, the 2014 United States 1-cent coin is a small but meaningful piece of American history, combining powerful national mottos, enduring symbolism, and the legacy of Abraham Lincoln into a single everyday object that reflects both the nation's past and its ongoing story, making it an essential part of modern U.S. coinage and a lasting symbol of unity, liberty, and national identity. Next top. The United States of America 1 cent penny, dated 2015, is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, one of the most recognized and historically significant coin designs in U.S. history. On the obverse front of the coin appears the right-facing portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design originally introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth and created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," symbolizing the spiritual heritage and values of the United States, while the word liberty appears to the left of Lincoln, representing the foundational American principle of freedom. To the right of Lincoln's portrait is the date, 2015, marking the year of issue. Depending on where the coin was minted, a small mint mark may appear just below the date. P for Philadelphia, though Philadelphia pennies traditionally carry no mint mark, D for Denver, or S for San Francisco, usually proof coins. The reverse, back, of the 2015 1-cent coin features the Union Shield design, which was first introduced in 2010. This modern reverse shows a shield with 13 vertical stripes joined by a horizontal bar at the top, symbolizing the original 13 states united under one federal government. Across the horizontal bar is the inscription, "E pluribus unum," a Latin phrase meaning, "out of many, one," emphasizing unity despite diversity. Above the shield are the words "United States of America," and below it is the denomination 1 cent. The 2015 penny is composed of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, with a thin copper plating over a zinc core, a composition adopted in 1982 to reduce production costs. The coin has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, a weight of 2.5 grams, and a smooth edge. In terms of circulation, millions of 2015 Lincoln cents were produced, making them very common in everyday change and generally worth face value unless they are in uncirculated condition, part of a proof set, or exhibit notable mint errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet flaws, which can add collector interest and value. While not rare, the 2015 1-cent coin remains an important piece of modern American coinage, reflecting continuity in design, national ideals, and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln, as well as the practical role of the penny in U.S. commerce and history. Next top. The United States of America 1 cent dated 2016 with a D mint mark is a modern issue of the famous Lincoln cent, a coin that has served as the backbone of everyday American commerce for more than a century. The obverse front of the 2016 D penny features the dignified right-facing portrait of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose image has appeared on the cent since 1909 in honor of the centennial of his birth. This portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, remains largely unchanged and is one of the longest-used coin designs in the world. Above Lincoln's head is the national motto, "In God We Trust," a phrase that reflects the historical and cultural values of the nation and was officially adopted on U.S. coinage in the mid-20th century. To the left of Lincoln's profile appears the word liberty, symbolizing the core American ideal of personal freedom and democratic governance, while to the right is the date, 2016. Just below the date is the D mint mark, indicating that the coin was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the primary U.S. mint facilities responsible for producing large quantities of circulating coinage. The reverse back of the 2016 D 1-cent coin displays the Union Shield design, which has been in use since 2010 and represents national unity and strength. The shield consists of 13 vertical stripes, symbolizing the original 13 colonies, bound together by a horizontal bar at the top, signifying a strong federal government holding the states together as one nation. Across this bar is the inscription E pluribus unum, a Latin phrase meaning out of many one, expressing the idea that the United States is formed from many people, states, and backgrounds united into a single country. Above the shield are the words United States of America, and below it is the denomination 1 cent, clearly identifying the coin's value. The 2016 D Lincoln cent is composed of 97.5% zinc with a thin 2.5% copper plating, a cost-efficient composition that has been standard since 1982. It weighs approximately 2.5 grams, has a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and features a smooth, plain edge. In terms of mintage, the Denver Mint produced hundreds of millions of 2016 D cents, making them extremely common in circulation and typically worth face value in circulated condition. However, collectors may seek examples in uncirculated or mint state condition, as well as coins showing interesting mint errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or die cracks, which can significantly increase collector value. Although it is not a rare coin, the 2016 D 1 cent piece holds significance as part of the continuing Lincoln cent legacy, reflecting both the historical symbolism of America's past and the practical realities of modern coin production, making it an enduring symbol of U.S. heritage, unity, and everyday life. Next top. The United States of America 1 cent penny, dated 2018 with a D mint mark, represents a modern circulating Lincoln cent struck at the Denver Mint, continuing one of the longest-running and most recognizable coin designs in U.S. history, a series that began in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The obverse of the 2018 D cent features the familiar right-facing bust of Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, showing Lincoln's thoughtful, dignified expression with finely modeled hair, coat, and facial contours that reflect updates made over time while preserving the classic appearance. And surrounding this portrait are the inscriptions that carry deep national meaning. "In God We Trust," along the upper rim, first added permanently to U.S. coinage in the mid-20th century as an expression of national faith and values. "Liberty." To the left of Lincoln, symbolizing personal freedom and democratic ideals, and the date, 2018, to the right, accompanied by the D Mint mark, indicating production at the Denver Mint, one of the primary U.S. mints responsible for large-scale coinage. The reverse of the 2018 cent displays the Union Shield design, introduced in 2010 to replace the Lincoln Memorial reverse, featuring a shield with 13 vertical stripes joined by a horizontal bar, representing the original 13 colonies united under one federal government, with the inscription, "United States of America," across the top and "E pluribus unum," out of many, one, prominently placed on the horizontal band of the shield, reinforcing the concept of unity from diversity, a core principle of the nation since its founding. The coin is composed of a zinc core, 97.5%, plated with copper, 2.5%. A composition adopted in 1982 to reduce production costs while maintaining the traditional copper appearance, giving the 2018 D cent a weight of 2.5 grams, a diameter of 19.05 millimeters, and a plain, smooth edge. And while it retains the warm reddish color when new, circulation quickly dulls the surface to brown due to oxidation. In terms of mintage, the Denver Mint produced billions of cents in 2018, making the 2018 D penny extremely common in circulation, intended for everyday commerce rather than rarity. And because of this high mintage, most examples hold face value unless preserved in uncirculated or mint state condition, where coins with sharp details, full original luster, and no wear may command modest premiums among collectors, especially those graded MS 65 or higher by professional grading services. The 2018 D Lincoln cent does not contain silver or precious metal value, but its importance lies in its role as a functional piece of currency and as part of the continuous Lincoln cent series, which reflects changing minting technology, economic considerations, and design philosophy over more than a century. For collectors, this coin is often saved as part of date and mint mark sets, annual collections, or rolls directly from the mint. And while no major rare varieties are associated with a standard 2018 D issue, collectors still examine these coins for minor errors such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or doubled dies, which can add interest and value. Historically and symbolically, the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and "E pluribus unum" on the 2018 D1 cent encapsulate the philosophical foundation of the United States: faith, freedom, and unity, making even the small, low-denomination coin a powerful representation of American identity, continuity, and everyday history, carried in pockets and purses as a quiet reminder of national ideals and the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln.